Yeah, I just want to mention that what since I've been explaining punishment, I've been spending a lot of time on it, and since it does exist, I can't even imagine what's going to happen to people like Netanyahu and Zelensky, and I don't know, Putin. I don't know. It's up to him and God. I don't know. But there are certain people that are exerting extraordinary measures against different people, and yet we don't understand we're the same people. We all have different problems, different issues which we have to resolve here, and these are not. These are things that we collect and disregard. So it has to be so at the end, in order for us to be whole. Instead, we are like partial because of certain events that happen. We may accept as normal, but they're not. And so we should be very careful with what we do to others, because what you wouldn't want done to you, you wouldn't want done to another. So that's how it works, basically. Whatever you do to the other, you will reflect on you. So that's justice. In the end, it's not up to us, but we do have to operate within the world. We cannot be indifferent. We cannot be indifferent to what's happening now in the world. It's become. I've spoke about this before, and the punishment also falls upon the indifferent. We should be protesting against this. We should be fighting for other people. We should not care. We should care whether people live or die, because some people are just not ready to die. Death is not final, but it is very, it's a touchy subject. We're not supposed to die, because dying means judgment. Sometimes, if it's unjustified, he might give us other chances, perhaps, but death is the ultimate. Live for as long as you can, to do as much good and to understand as much, so that you do good. That's like, we're an investment. Every one of us, whoever has the right state of mind, is that people come first. That's how God thinks. And when we collaborate, then we can resolve all the issues with all the other species, global issues. But we choose to engage in some age-old brotherhoods, which is supposed to be a brotherhood. We're a brotherhood of men and women, children. And so therefore we must help each other and avoid all pain. And pain is something that we don't care about. Children staying without their parents. Never mind dying. Dying is easy for them. But life without their parents, for example, we don't care. We don't go out of our way. We didn't change anything about our lives, and some people are dying because we don't care. Obviously, if we did care, maybe those people wouldn't be dying. So you think about what that means. That means you're excluded. You're excluded from the human race, and you become something that fights like it fights. And so that's why we belong to the animal, or the human, or God. And these distinctions are real, almost. I talked about it. You cannot grab. You cannot live only for your survival and for you multiplying. It's like all animal traits. It's not enough. We have to care for everyone. not just for like those immediately, also those immediately around us, not to an extent where everything and nothing, some people have too much and kids have too much. I mean, we should outgrow certain things. Like if you had things in your youth, you should not crave them still when you're older. I guess that is something that has to be surpassed. And we have to think how much joy we can bring with one chocolate to a child who doesn't have a chocolate, and how much would that mean to our kid? And measure by that, how much do they have, how much do they need really? Do they need all that much? And shouldn't other kids also be provided for with everything they need, all the essentials? That's insane that we've reached this, and we think we should lower the population. We have so much. We have so many fields that are not used. There's so much territory everywhere. It's like huge amounts of territory, which we should work together. This is just like, it's mine, it's yours. Everybody knows the game is up, so it's time for a new game, and I hope this one is not a game, but it's a path to great things, to our destiny. Yes. There is a destiny for us. It's beautiful, but we have to pass the test. And it's not an easy test. And it's not a hard test. It's not an easy test. It's not easy because there's so many people who are away from it now. It wouldn't be so hard. So this for our kids, it's going to be terrible if they think this is how they should get their education, and when they rise, they should rise. And they rise for us. And this is what's happening in Serbia. And the young generation is risen against our indifference. And this should be like a message for the whole world. And they all completely managed to uncover the terrible government that this government is, just by their presence and their truth. By their presence and their truth, they managed to completely demolish the government, which is completely turned into bollocks. So I hope this happens in other places soon, because this is did I really want to talk about this? I mean, but seriously, I have to. Thanks.